and I just hope this doesn't catch me up. And I couldn't really talk about difference and not talk about the weather. It's summer, and the weather doesn't know that it's summer, which is a really sad thing. Actually, my mind knows that it's summer, so I'm in summer clothes, and I hope the weather gets to know that it's really summer. Back home, it's winter, and it's like that now, same as here, which is really upset. And I was in Spain last week. We had 44 degrees, and I got turned and all beautiful, but now I'm peeling and I can get all back because we don't have sun. Such a sad thing here in England. But we get to know it. Everybody go, you get your umbrella, you get your mark, and you're prepared for everything. Everybody asked me about food, how is the food in Brazil and everything. And I thought to talk about the breakfast, which I still don't know how on earth can you eat this, the English breakfast. It's just a mystery that I probably will not know when I come back. And even if Brazilian people ask me, do they eat beans on breakfast? I will say, I have no idea. Because in our breakfast, we have the bread, which you can find here, but we call French bread, where I'm from, but throughout Brazil, you can find loads of different names. And coffee and milk, and that's it, that's our breakfast. So we have very little breakfast, but we have very big lunch and food, we have a lot of food at lunchtime. So we will have rice, beans, which is different beans from here, and meat, loads of red meat. Louise is vegetarian, but which is a really sad thing, because she's the only one in Brazil that she's vegetarian. She's the only one. But everybody in Brazil eats red meat. Okay, I can say that everybody eats, but most of us eat red meat. And Lorna doesn't eat red meat. So along this year here, I haven't had red meat. Which again, it's really, really sad because I love red meat. And actually now, I can't taste red meat anymore. If I do eat it, it's a really strange taste. So she basically transform me as a vegetarian. My mom would be really, really upset. Another different thing after meal is when you go in an English house for dinner, they'll ask you, tea or coffee? We don't have this in Brazil because we don't drink tea. That's it, we don't drink tea. We drink coffee, which is the biggest country that exports coffee in the world. And you just take for granted that when you go for dinner, someone will have a jar of coffee and you have black coffee and a little, it will be sweet, which is a really good thing as well. Not healthy, but sweet. I put this because it's not the same thing as, if I must say to you, it's not the same in the whole Brazil. But where I'm from, we have the Italian influence. So we have loads of Italian food and loads of tomato sauce and cheese. My mom can make 7 different dishes along the week, all different and with tomato sauce. And here, I had for the first time gravy, which I really, really enjoyed and I really, really like. I think it's the best thing in the English cuisine. It has fish and chips, and I quite enjoy fish and chips. But if you need to say something of English culture, say the gravy. This thing about the cutlery, I can say this, but okay, you can understand by the pictures. It's because I had around 10 days with all Brazilian people. And in this year, my first week, Lorna said to me, here in England, when you finish your meal, you put the fork and knife at the same side. And I've learned it, and I've been doing all the year. These 10 days with Brazilian people, I saw them not doing this. That was really, really sad. Because I was like, that's wrong. At the same side, it's just not right. And then when I go back, people know another lawn thing, because we joined houses, and she did an English house, which I thought was really, really posh, because it had 2 floors and this chimney, which is a Brazilian house. We don't have 2 floors and we don't have chimney, because we are poor. There's the thing in Brazil. This is laughing now, but it's true. Our house is like that. Actually, this is true. In Brazil, if you have a house with 2 floors, it means wealthiness. So basically, if you have a house with 2 floors, you are rich. I don't have a house with 2 floors, so I'm poor. This is a really embarrassing, but it's a really interesting thing. You see the difference? You have a bin, you don't have a bin. Why? Because in Brazil, when you use the toilet, you put the toilet paper at the bin. Here in England, you don't do this. Which is, again, really, really strange. At my first day here in England, I rushed to the house and I went to the bathroom because I was desperate. And then when I did it, and I got the toilet paper, it's like, where's the bin? Again, because I didn't know what to do. That's actually to Louise as well. Because you just don't know what to do. Where's the bin? So you just take for granted that you just throw away. But it's a really, really sad thing and it really embarrassed as well. And people that never heard about the bin will think that's disgusting. And actually now, I think it's a really disgusting thing. The left and the cool side. Before I went to Spain, I used to say that English people drive at the wrong side. Which is quite true, because it is wrong. But when I was there, at the left side again, I sort of really missed England. When I came back, it was raining and cold, and I just felt like being home again. And when I got to the car, I said, oh, I did miss England. And now I feel that it's the cool side of when you drive it. And that's the thing about living this year here. You see so many little differences that you learn how it's not wrong, as I used to say. Well, I keep saying this. But it's not really wrong, it's just different. And you learn how to deal, and you learn how to deal with different people that is nothing to do like you, people that they're not your family, they're not your friends, and you need to just be yourself, and you need to get on with it, because it will be 1 year, and 1 year it's a long, long time to finish. So after all, I just have to say thank you for Rotary, for London Pro for this year. For England, even with this beautiful weather, it's a